Good morning. This is 100 Days of Purpose, and I am Coach Linda. We're on day 85. So, morning, morning, morning. Happy Memorial Day to you. Hopefully, you're planning to get with some family, some friends, and take a moment to really remember those that gave their lives for our freedoms, the freedoms that we are still fighting for. We have been talking about how to get clarity in the midst of an uncertainty. And basically, I kind of spent the first day talking about why we get into uncertain times and why it is important for us to get clarity, because many of us have experienced a life filled of good times and bad times, and even some abusive stuff, right? And so we need to know that even though that's all we knew, that may not be all there is. And so we need to get the clarity. And when we don't know what's going to happen next, we spiral into this what if thing. And so yesterday we talked a little bit about um your mind being hell bent on the what if scenario for future, right? So it hasn't happened yet, but you're thinking about what if this happens, and then if that happens, this might happen, and if that happens, then this might happen, and you go down this spiral. And so we talked about understanding that and recognizing that and stopping that before it gets started, because it hasn't happened yet, and we're fearing the unknown. We're fearing what could happen, not what has happened. And so we want to get past that, and today we're going to go, and I'm going to give you two more points. So your mind gets hell-bent. The first point is your mind gets hell-bent on trying to lead you back into the future tripping of what if, because it's convinced that the certainty will come from you trying to figure out what could happen, right? And certainty doesn't come from that. You just get into more uncertain times. And so number two is it's it's when you tap into the present and you allow yourself to sit and marinate in the situation, and you tap into that inner compass that that the certainty will come from the peace of you being present in the moment, not thinking about what could happen, not even thinking about what did happen, but just staying right there. A friend of mine wrote a book, Clarity is Divine, and I thank Kelsey for writing that book and the title of that book, because every time I get into this spiraling uh episode of what if, what if, what if, what if, what if, I think clarity is divine, and I bring myself back to the moment that I'm facing, because in that peace, in that quiet, I can always pretty much deduce the answer, right? When I'm quiet, when I'm peaceful, when I'm not allowing my mind just to go crazy, when I'm not thinking about what he said, what he didn't say, what she did, what she didn't do, who they are and why they did this and why that, when I'm not thinking about the whys and the what ifs and the how comes and the this and the that, and I just allow myself to be in that space, you will begin to have what we call aha moments, right? Oprah brought it out, and she's aha moments, right? So you start to have those aha moments. You start to say, oh, I see. Oh, I can understand. And that will lead you into and through that will lead you into and through your fear, right? Because we're going to be talking about how to overcome fear, but we got to understand why the fear is there in order to overcome it, and it will lead you through the fear and the uncertainty. And all of a sudden you'll begin to be able to connect the dots, all these little small packages of information, wisdom that's been delivered to you. You'll be able to put them together, and you will find that once you put all of this together, you'll be able to see the bigger picture, and that will far surpass any of your expectations. And the things that you feared the most will be of none effect. Okay. So right now we're experiencing uncertainty with trying to recover from COVID, with trying to get into a place where we can get into a place where we can uh get back to some type of normality. We are facing with, with our health, with our housing, with our vocations, our professions, our education, with our family. We have lost loved ones. There's a lot of uncertainty, and we're trying to get back to normality. And your mind is going through that what if scenario. And I'm asking you just to take a moment to get in the present, right? Just take a moment to get into the present and understand that if you're in the present, you are able to do some things that you'll be able to figure it out. Okay? Give me a sec. I gotta send a message. Um, you'll be able to figure it out. Okay? And then number 3 is the answer is always inside of us. It's always been there. Everything you need was given to you when you were born. It was given to you when you became alive. So there's nothing new that's going to be offered. The answers are on the inside of you. You just got to take the time to discover, sit in that, and let those answers and let that knowledge and wisdom blossom on the inside of you. Stop looking for it outside of you. Come inward, okay? And be present in the moment to hear, to see, and to experience it. So look at it this way. If you ever have watched a video of like how they speed up a flower that's blossoming, it comes and it breaks through the ground, and then it's a little leaflet or whatever you want to call it. It's that little green stem, and then it goes up and it grows, and then you start to see the bud of the flower, and then the flower opens up. That is how we are to be. We are that flower growing in that rich knowledge of soil, right? And we have got to allow ourselves to develop and to grow. And sometimes, sometimes it's a fast process because the answer is right there and it was about to bud anyway. And then sometimes you got to let it grow. You got to water it. You got to nurture it. You got to tend to your garden. You got to tend to your garden. You got to understand that it's there, but you're going to have to toil it. You're going to have to prune. You're going to have to, maybe trim and cut back some things and refocus yourself. But be present in the here and the now. Be open and let your flower blossom. So number 1, you got to recognize when you're going down that spiral of what if, it, and stop yourself and get present in the moment. And once you get present in the moment, understand that those answers are there and tap into the clarity of it, because clarity is truly divine. When you're not focused on everything else and you're just focused on the answer, what is the answer? And don't say it in a negative way. Well, I don't know. I can't figure it out, because then your mind will shut down. Say, how do I work this? How do I make this happen? How am I supposed to overcome this? And your mind will then start to pull on the flower and pull on the roots and pull on that rich soil that you were planted in, and you will get the answer. So how do you get clarity in the midst of uncertainty? Stop spiraling into the what if. Get present in the moment and know that the answer is within you. It's not going to come from some outside source. Some outside sources may influence it, but the true answer is already on the inside of you. And you want to get clear. You want to get focused. And then The last one is understand that the answer is there and let it blossom out of you. Tend to your garden. And that's all I got for you today. We'll be back tomorrow with another day of another 100 days of purpose. This is day 85. Tomorrow's day 86. We're moving right along. We're coming to the end of it. If you need or have any questions, please reach out to me. Go to destinedtobeyou.com. You can send me a message there. You can email me. You can inbox me right here on Facebook. But I want to see you become successful. I want to see you be everything that you were created to be. You be blessed, be encouraged. Have a beautiful Memorial Day. Remember those that laid their lives down so that you wouldn't have to. Okay? Remember those that gave up their freedom so you would have freedom. Those that fought for you. Let's remember them. Let's remember our fallen soldiers. And hopefully you don't eat too much barbecue, potato salad, or whatever hot dogs and hamburgers, whatever you're going to eat today. And I just want you to have uh, a day of being present. Be present in the moment, because those moments you will never be able to get back. I'm Coach Linda. This is 100 Days of Purpose, and I'm out.